So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to another album review of The Shield Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and today we're talking about the debut album by the band Mission to Sleep. The album is called A Spark or the End, and it's out this Friday, 4/25, on Mind Over Matter Records. So, this album is 7 songs, and if you're a fan of alternative rock or metal bands, especially Deftones, you will dig this band. I actually interviewed their lead singer. His name is Robert Wu. I interviewed him like a year and a half ago when they had their first EP. And they're a band that actually wrote to my email and I listened to it and I dug it because it's the type of alternative rock that I like. So I got into them and now they sent me the album before it comes out and I listened to it. There's 2 singles that are already out, but this is a band that, I want to talk more about them. They're from Massachusetts and yes, they do play this type of alternative rock, very like crunchy guitars, some like vocals that are sensual in a way. And the album starts with the first 2 singles that have been released. The first song is called No Anchor. And this song really has a great chorus to it. That's something that this band does really well. They write some catchy choruses. And I really like the energy that they're bringing on a track like No Anchor. I think Robert is good at doing that clean singing type of vocals. In that respect, I'm reminded of those sensual vocals that Chino Moreno from Deftones does, but he doesn't do like the more scream stuff. I'm also reminded of bands like another band that I talked to, like Cursor, and there's some like also like other type of like rock sensibilities to them, which I like. So No Anchor. I really like the part where it says like transmission and it's over. Like the melody is really good on these songs. And I like a good melody. I'm a sucker for a great melody. The second track is called Designer Graves, which is the other single that they put out. And this one has a great guitar to it. They sound like they have modern production. They sound like a modern rock band. And I really like there's a line of that song is I'll take you closer to the edge. And I was reminded of there was a 30 Seconds to Mars song that was called Closer to the Edge. But this one, obviously, Robert doesn't see it the same way. But it's got like that alternative like rock that it could be played in commercial radio, appeal to the song. After that, they have songs that are not singles and there are songs that are more harder, and I see why they chose those other singles. So, for example, the third song is called Carousel Thief, and it features Sarah from the band Burst. I can't read what I wrote here. So, yeah, the singer from Burst, she's a female singer. She's on this track, and she gives a more aggressive vocal. Like this song, it's very melodic, but when it gets to that aggressive part, like it really gets in teeth into you, no pun intended. So that's a great track, and I like the aggressive that the guest star brings, and that's what they do. You have a guest star, you make them shine on that song. Then you have a song called Fall Into Bloom, and this song is very like chill Deftones, maybe a little bit of Crosses mixed into it. So it's a very sensual, a very horny song.
I hate it when things don't go my way. It makes me so horny.
I hate it too.
So yeah, like you listen to this track and you're like, oof, it's getting hot in here type of vibe because it's that sensual. And I really like the way that Robert does the sensual lines. There's a part on this song where he goes like, put your hands around my neck and finish what you started. I know, kinky, but it's a great track. Then you have this Massacre, and this has a nice like bouncy rhythm to the song, which I really like. I could figure people in the mosh pit like bouncing to this Massacre. Again, great chorus too for this one. And there's 2 tracks left because this is a fairly short album. So you have Like Heaven, and that features Christopher Please. He's from the band called Vanna. I know that band, that's a cool band. He also plays in another band, and he does more of like the aggressive screams on this one. And again, you have a guest star, which also shines on this track. So the last track on the record, I think it's one of the longest tracks on the record, is called Bury the Ghost. It's a softer, more dreamy vocals to the song. And like listening to the lyrics, I think it's about forgetting someone who's moved on. I don't know if the person died or it's a breakup song. I think it can be interpreted different ways, but it's a very beautiful song. And I like the instrumentation because it's more softer. And at some point it gets a little bit more, less softer, not super aggressive, but I think it's a great way to finish this record. So yeah, Mission to Sleep is a promising newer band. And yes, they do remind me a lot about Deftones, but I love Deftones. But I think they can do stuff that are different from the band. And obviously it's their first album. I want to see how the band keeps evolving. And very interesting fact about this band, I actually interviewed them last year. And this is a band that Robert Wu started like back in the lockdown because he couldn't sleep, and he started like doing like covers, and that led to writing his own music. And that's why he called it Mission to Sleep, because he couldn't sleep, so he worked on music. So yeah, I enjoyed this album. So tell me what you think, or of A Spark or The End. It's out this Friday, but right now you can listen to No Anchor and Designer Graves, which are the 2 lead singles from this album, and they're pretty catchy singles. So let me know down below in the comments what you think of Mission to Sleep. And if you like the videos that I'm putting out, do not forget to give me a like, and do not forget to subscribe. That helps me with the YouTube algorithm to get to more people like yourself. So until next time, Couchers, this is Hector, the Shield Dude on the Couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.